Are you ready for another best offer sale at TNT Amusements? It's going to start soon. This is our preview screen. Yes, that's good. You said yes. What about you, Chris? Are you excited about our best offer sale coming up? Oh, Zachary, what about you?
Sounds pretty cool.
Oh, gosh. You better stick around, folks, because on your telescreen in front of you is going to be our greatest sale of all time. Of course, I'll say that for the next sale, too. We're going to use this same footage. Aren't we, Steven? Steven, please! We have to sell this stuff or we're going to go bankrupt. Oh, where's Kurt? I can't. He didn't come in yet, did he? Kurtie. Maybe he'll help tonight. We always have our big load of extra, well, let's call them guest stars. They're all going to join us for our sale today. I hope. Stick around, folks, because it's coming. It's coming. Well, so's Christmas. Are you ready for another best offer sale at TNT Amusements? It's going to start soon. This is our preview screen. Yes, that's good. You said yes. What about you, Chris? Are you excited about our best offer sale coming up? Oh, Zachary, what about you?
Sounds pretty cool.
Oh, gosh. You better stick around, folks, because on your telescreen in front of you is going to be our greatest sale of all time. Of course, I'll say that for the next sale, too. We're going to use this same footage. Aren't we, Steven? Steven, please! We have to sell this stuff or we're going to go bankrupt. Oh, where's Kurt? I can't. He didn't come in yet, did he? Kurtie. Maybe he'll help tonight. We always have our big load of extra, well, let's call them guest stars. They're all going to join us for our sale today. I hope. Stick around, folks, because it's coming. It's coming. Well, so's Christmas. Are you ready for another best offer sale at TNT Amusements? It's going to start soon. This is our preview screen. Yes, that's good. You said yes. What about you, Chris? Are you excited about our best offer sale coming up? Oh, Zachary, what about you?
Sounds pretty cool.
Oh, gosh. You better stick around, folks, because on your telescreen in front of you is going to be our greatest sale of all time. Of course, I'll say that for Terry, tell me when we're live. Oh, Terry! I'm going to kill her later. You're supposed to tell me, Terry. That it's Heineken 00. Come on, you know I don't drink. Well, maybe just a little bit. I've been trying to get this board to start up, and now it's not starting. Well, we have a fun event for you tonight. Actually, we don't, but we like to tell people it's going to be fun. But it's not. I got to see what's going on here. Let's see if this one starts. Yeah, this one does. You know, this is trouble. Whenever you do a show like this, there's always issues, there's always problems, and there's always things happening. Thanks for all of you tuning in. Looks like we got 34 people. We're early. Retro Ralph is here. Oh, God, there's a little stupid bug in here.
I thought you were smacking yourself.
No, it's the stupid... I need a lizard to get it, to kill it. I'm looking at our people. Firestarter, Alex, Robin, Phil, my Phil, Acid Rain, Tim's here, Retro Ralph, Biff. Did you see Retro Ralph's new video? We got a lot more views than me, you creep! It's difficult to get these videos done. It really is. We're so busy.
Phil loves your shirt.
Yeah, I was reading at church today. There was no time to go home and change. We had all this stuff to get ready, didn't we, Terry? And I didn't want to be late. We are early. 4 minutes to go before we start. We're trying to build up to 50 idiot people before we start the show. I'm trying to see why this one board, for some inexplicable reason, does not want to start now. You know, and it worked. Oh, look at that. I'm going to write them a letter they won't forget. Well, it's not starting. This was item 2. I had 2 multicade boards, Terry, and it looks like I'm only going to have 1. Because this one, it was working. It was working, and it wasn't... I'm going to try... No, the switches are all in the right place. What happened is...
The other one.
What, honey?
You can leave it with the other one.
I can. I'll just lower the price. We're just going to... Here, let me look at it, and then...
Here, I'll tell you.
No, I was clever enough. Right. So make it...
How much cheaper?
I guess make it 15.
Okay.
Yeah, darn it. I really wanted to sell this, and I just don't understand. Anyway, this is what happens when you plan. At least I'm testing them. Well, we got some great, really neat stuff tonight.
That was number 2, right?
That's item 2. Yes, Terry. Including the last item of the night is a giveaway. I have a custom hot sauce made for me by Billy Mitchell. It's got my logo and picture of the showroom, and I'll be happy to sign it. And I'm going to give this away along with this terrific picture of me. Now, I will be happy to autograph your name, and I can come up with insults to Phil in here directed at you. We can discuss that later. Now, you don't have to buy anything. All you have to do is bid one time, and Jillian's program, Jillian's the genius who created this special program for us, and the computer, the program will keep track of everybody that has a bid, and they'll all have a chance to win for free, including free shipping. So that'll be the last thing of the night. Oh, goody. I heard you. I heard you all say that. Well, we have 56 viewers. We always like to start with 50.
Ready?
No, I want to...
First one's up.
This is from Applebee's. Heineken 00. It's just Terry and I tonight. Everybody else dumped me. They wanted to do other things. I don't know. Are these best offer sales running their course? I don't know. But we thought we'd do it again. We have scheduled one, actually, for next week. No, 2 weeks. Next week. Next week. No, it's not next week. Show the slide real quick. It's best offer 44. So it's 2 weeks. There it is. We took that picture today in front of all the crap we're selling tonight. And I do mean tonight. So that's what's coming, guys. She's trying to transition it back. It doesn't want to transition. There it goes. We're using Streamlabs. Anyway, tonight's show, auction, best offer sale. I have to call it that. It's not an auction. Although I can call it an auction because Jillian is an official auctioneer. So, but we're calling it a best offer sale, just to play it safe. We're offering things three ways. Number one, to the highest bid. Every time somebody makes a new bid, it resets to 20 again. The second way is called buy it now. We talk about the item, we put a buy it now price, and whoever pushes the button first buys it. And the third way is guess the right price. It's we actually officially call, what do we officially call it? The right price. That's what it is. I was running all over the place, so I didn't remember. The right price means you type in what you're willing to bid. Whoever is closest to the bid will win it. Now, you can actually bid zero if you want to bid on something. You want to be part of and get involved in the giveaway tonight of the picture and the hot sauce. But whoever gets closest to the price, we're offering two brand new, these are brand new, Gottlieb Mylars that went on their pinball machines. A big house here, okay, which has gangsters pictured on it, including the likes of Edward G. And George Raft is on there. And the game actually, at that auction in California, the game sold for a lot of money. I was very surprised. They had two. They had a regular edition and the prototype. A lot of money. Whoever guesses the closest price to the price I'm asking, or that either right on the correct price or $5 above, or whatever, whoever's closest will win it. This is the second thing. So it's a total of two Mylars. They're beautiful color. The colors actually are vivid. If I hold this up here, I guess I can't hold it. You can actually catch some of the rich blues, especially if you put a strong light source behind it if you don't have the game. These are perfect for a light box in your house, in your room. And we can ship them in a roll. Oh, shipping. Remember, I always ship the cheapest way. It's either UPS or priority mail.
Is that the 6-in-1 on the screen they're asking?
Is what again?
Is that the 6-in-1 on your screen?
Yes, this is the 6-in-1. That board is running. There's 6 games on it, and this is the 6-in-1. I'm going to try the other board again. A lot of you have seen me do that. We try the board, it doesn't work, and then we unplug it and we turn it off and turn it back on, and then it works. That's happened, I guess, to you too. Oh, Lenny's here too. Hey, Lenny. You should have come up and helped me tonight, Lenny. No, Terry and I thought it would be kind of fun to do it by ourselves. Gino was going to come, and he couldn't make it tonight. He had forgotten about the mother-in-law. He had to do something with her. So we'll show that in a minute. So here we go. Start the countdown, Terry. Whoever's right on the price I want or right above it wins. The two brand new. Do you think they'll sell, Terry? I don't know. Let's see. We got 8 seconds to go. Any more bids? This is the time to bid. 2 brand new Mylars. Uh-oh. Terry, they didn't sell. All right, start the countdown one more. So now you know we have to get more than $35. So start the bidding again, and we'll see if anybody wants to bid. Well, okay, Tim's bid 40. I have to get a bigger screen. We're different eyeballs. We have 40. We have 5 seconds to go. It looks like Tim is the only bidder. Got a lot of people that did bid, so they're all entered in the contest. And yes, that's what we wanted. $20 each. Thank you, Tim. You are the winner, young man. Well, you don't have to. Can you start the next item? Oh, wait a minute. Is the next item a buy it now?
Yes.
It is. Okay, so she can't. Well, the next item is two multicade boards. It's no secret now. I made it a secret for many years, but I made it a secret for many years. We've been selling multicades for about 17 years, but we never showed them because, let me see if I can turn the volume up. It's one of those tiny little screws. Anyway, this is a 6-in-1 board that we removed. We put a 60-in-1. So if anybody wants a 6-in-1, the board is as clean as a whistle, and we were including a 60-in-1 that worked. But what's so funny about this board is it wouldn't go into test, but the game played and everything. It was actually on free play. Crap. Isn't that something? So anyway, we've already adjusted the price. It's a buy it now. Whoever would like the two boards, I don't think it's a solder blob because we didn't do anything to the board. It's a board we bought brand new about a month ago, and it's not working now.
Ready?
Yep, here's the price. Does anybody want the two boards, one that works perfect and one that, okay, Acid Rain bought the two. So thank you very much. I don't see anything on the board. I don't know what happened. It just wouldn't go into test. It was still in free play. But Acid, you are the proud owner, young man. We appreciate the business. Now we have three, not one or two, but three working power supplies. Now, if you folks watch when we do these games, the game gets a brand new power supply when we sell it. We took this power supply, we put it in a game in 2002, and it went to a home. They traded the game in, and then we put a new one in. So it still has our TNT sticker on it. So nothing wrong with it. These were also taken out of games, screw terminal power supplies, and they work. And this one we have set up as a bidding. It's $30 for the three. Oh, and I see Phil has already bid $5. So the high bid is $35. We started the countdown. So three working screw terminal power supplies. Illusion Crafts has jumped in, and he is the high bidder. Hey You has jumped in at $45. Illusion Crafts a new bidder. Hey You has bid at the last show. I remember that.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. Yes, I turned 66 3 days ago on October 14th. Thank you. Hey You, you're the winner. That, you know what? October 14th is the same day that Eisenhower was born, President Eisenhower. My mother used to take pictures of me, the newspaper opened, and me as a baby next to it as the, I'm sharing the birthday with Ike. That's what he was called back then. He was really big stuff back then. Okay, we're up to item 4. Now, here's the deal with this. I have a reserve of $50 on. Oh, well, Jeff has already beaten it. This is a Donkey Kong Jr. I found next door in Joe's pile. Okay? I can't see anything wrong with the board. Every single part's intact. We put a note on it. No video has sound. The little pots are here. It has the jumper cable between the two. So, obviously, so I could show it working. The jumper cable is not included, but I have to have it on the game or you won't be able to see it play. Because if you put this in a Donkey Kong Jr., you don't need that cable. That's only if you're using JAMA. Now, I want you to listen. And that's it. I get nothing else. There's no picture. Let me put a credit on it. There's no sound. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing on the screen. Let me just see. I'm going to turn the game off and on. I think we'll just get maybe a flash. Oh, we didn't even get that. Let me turn the brightness up. Huh. It's that same picture that we got on that other game.
He said best fart ever.
The best what?
Fart ever.
I didn't fart. That was the chair.
Sound.
Oh, the sound. The doing. Oh, okay. Yeah. Here, let's listen again. I kept hoping the game picture would come in. Start the countdown. Yes. Jeff, you're the high bidder at 100 and a quarter. The good news is nobody has fooled with the board. There are no gouges on it. Nobody's dicked around with the board. Don't you hate it when people fix the boards and put these goofy jumpers on it? We will be giving a seminar. Jeff, you're the winner. Thank you, sir. We'll be giving a seminar at the Pinball Expo that is in Chicago in 2 weeks. This seminar is going to be a lot of fun. And do you know why? Because we are going to show you how and what to look for in a video or pinball machine before you buy it. I may be able to save your ass. Now, some stuff's obvious. I mean, all of you, you're not that stupid to buy something that's full of rust. But other stuff's not so obvious. So we're going to give you some tips. The show will be recorded, not by me. It'll be available for later viewing. But if you want to see it live, it'll be Thursday at 6 p.m. The dinner hour when everyone's gone in the big hall. They're putting me in the big hall. And Frank will be with me. It's a dual lecture. Seminar. It's not. Lectures are boring. Actually, seminars can be too, but we're going to make it a little interactive. We'll have some video. We'll have some fun. And we're going to be doing the same thing. The same thing. Mr. Silver Bowmania says my buttons look like they're screaming to break. Thanks. Anyway, the same seminar in Pentastic up in Massachusetts. It's in Sturbridge, Massachusetts. That's in November. Oh, here we are. Here, all right. Terry said it since it was just us two. Terry came up with the idea of putting everything on this other table to make things easier. We took this out of a Miss Pac-Man. We converted to a multicade. That's right. Now, what makes this board kind of interesting is we have a conversion for JAMA on the top. It still has the El Dorado game sticker on it. They put these little orange tags. So it went through the El Dorado shop at some point. The little satellite boards have I think they may be original wire ties. They could be put on by them, but they're yellowed. So the board is super clean, unhacked, and looks nice. And the best thing is, what do you think the best part about this board is, Terracins? It works. No, it's not free. We have a buy it now on this, right, honey?
Yes.
So I've priced this board, I think, at a very fair price. Fair for me. So, well, let me. No, you don't have to turn it. I mean, you could, but there we go. So the board does work. I'm getting a reverse picture in the camera. You know, it's interesting. We were playing reverse pictures. We've been working on some new videos. There we are. Oh, it's super speed chip. I forgot it's got the super speed chip on it. I can't see the screen, but you get the idea. We have a buy it now price. Terry, do you think the buy it now price is good? I think it is. $135 for an unhacked, clean as a whistle Mrs. Pac-Man logic board. So is anybody looking for a Mrs. Pac-Man? Because there's only 16 seconds to go. Doesn't look like anybody is. I wonder if everybody's converting. Oh, no, somebody bought it. Retro Ralph. Thank you, Ralph. Retro Ralph is making videos. He just put one up about it, an elusive baby Pac-Man. They're very hard to find because most of them are wrecked. And we have 3 solenoid drivers tonight for baby Pac-Mans that we tested in the last one. I just got a baby Pac-Man in. Just picked it up. We had picked 4 games up from, I didn't tell anybody about it because I always wait until they're in the truck. Sometimes our truck gets out there and we can't part with it now. And so I'm always afraid, so I don't put anything up unless we convert it. And speaking of baby Pac-Man, here they are. Is this number? Yeah, this is item 6. The last baby Pac-Man came in. We tested these. These are 3 solenoid drivers. All the solenoids work on these 2. There's lamp transistors, and each transistor on the board is multiplexed, and so each transistor runs 2 light bulbs. So Kurt wrote down that there are 3 transistors bad. 6 bulbs didn't work. They're simple. They're 50, 60 transistors. This one here has 5 transistors not working, but all the solenoids work. And lastly, this one has 2 transistors bad, and there are no flippers. I was looking to see if it was a cold solder joint. The connections are okay. They're not perfect. I don't think it's a cold. Oh, well, wait a minute. It may be one of them. One of them, the flipper relay, is ice cold. And Kurt may not have flexed it. Anyway, we want to sell the 3 as a package. Retro Ralph is the high bidder. They're clean. They're not hacked. I'm going to look at this one again. Yeah, they're unhacked. Yeah. Let me see. It looks like, I love this. It looks like someone at one point had a problem with the transistor. They put a black dot. They probably finally figured out it was that one. The problem with this system, to have one transistor to run 2 light LEDs, there's a diode in each socket. And the crappy, crummy, miserable, horrible, wretched lamp sockets Bally used that had the diode on them. Absolutely no excuse on planet Earth to have those crappy lamp sockets. They would break, and they would touch the light next to it and blow the transistor out. Start the countdown. Oh, you did. Retro Ralph, you are the winner. Thank you, young man. You're learning tonight, aren't you? Do you know how many baby Pac-Mans went through? Do you know how many I threw out? Oh, my God. Nobody wanted them. We sold the play fields. Oh, God. I'm safe to say I junked at least 10. At least. As a matter of fact, one, the guy picked up the cabinet. If you watch that, one of my most recent videos, guy drove here and bought the cabinet. He converted it into a multi-cade. That must have been neat. So, but he was very happy with it. He called me and let me know how happy he was, which is good. Now time for another non-alcoholic beer. Heineken makes the best. I always get 2 at Applebee's, but we can't go tonight. So it's just Terry and I anyway. Although I'll go if Terry wants to go. She wants to. She's a school teacher now. My little girl is teaching little ones. 4th graders or 3rd? Second. Oh, I wasn't even close. 2nd graders are little babies. She's got 30 little ones. She's very good. She's going to make a great teacher. Her mother was a great teacher. So Terry will follow suit. This is a Phoenix board. I had a slew of these. Platies. Platies and Phoenix are almost the same. This is a Platies board. What we discovered on the back is there's a jumper wire. I think that's why it's not in sync. This wire came loose, and it was obviously to fix maybe a connection. But because that little wire is off, it does not sync. You can see the game playing. Well, I'm wrong. Oh, no, there it is. See, did you see the thing jump? What's it going on now? Is it playing right? Oh, for goodness sakes. You know, it didn't sync. Well, you can see there's something wrong. See now, look, it's getting all jumpy. Okay, so I'm not lying. Well, I must not have looked. You know, when I turned the game on, the picture was stable, and then as it warms up, you know what? One thing I thought of, it could be one of these capacitors. By the way, I think the white wires are not oops wires. They're oops wires from the factory. I'm almost 100% these are factory wires because these are definitely professional and run by the factory. There's also no sound. Now, when I touch the amplifier, you know, he changed the amp cap. There was an amplifier. We thought that was it, but there's absolutely no sound. So Silver Bull Wiz is the high bid. El Proto, excuse me, that's only the second time I've coughed tonight, is the second highest bid. Let me turn it off and on again and see if it jumps back in the sync. Well, we got sound. All right, wait a minute. Wouldn't it be funny if it had sound? It didn't have sound. Now you see, I wasn't lying there. I wrote down on the sticker, no sound. All right, Tim, you want it. Well, maybe. Anyway, it didn't have sound. I wouldn't lie. Because it may have got more money. Bidding was already over when the sound started working. So, Terry, could you bring in the box of tissues just in case I need them, please? I would appreciate it. That way I can keep myself ready to go for the next item. By the way, I got another. Thank you, honey. I got another postcard from the Terry.
I erased it.
Oh, okay.
It was from the last one.
Okay. Another postcard. Look. This is the 7th one. Now, look on the back. It says, Terry, can you zoom in on this, please? You're afraid of getting a shock. Here, I'll move it up so.
There's a fly. The fly was on the card.
Oh, God, that stupid fly. All right, now if you look.
It's still
Oh. It likes me. It says, look at the postage stamp. Do you know what's happening? That lovely lady is carrying a bags. So we don't know who our mystery person is. Ha! Gone. That's what happens if you fluster Todd. I do that to my competitor. That's one we got September 7th. And it has Edgar Lee Masters' American Poet sticker on the other side. And Happy New Year, a 34-cent sticker. So it's coming from Hartford, Connecticut. I originally suspected Mike at Automated, but he lives nowhere near Hartford. He's in Milford. And I don't think he's going to run over there. We still have to figure out who it is. I used to think it was Jillian, but she's in New Hampshire. So I don't know, somebody. My mystery.
Guilty.
Guilty. You know what? That's what you do. There's the first. I got both of them. There's the first one. Anyway, we're up to item 8. I had this aside. I kept thinking I was going to try to fix it. This is the Namco game Pac-Land, released by Bally Namco. It's clean. It's unhacked. There's nothing missing. It was make noise, no picture when we last tested it. But that Pleiades board proved us wrong. So let's see what happens. Let me see. Well, that's the sound. I pressed all the chips in. Nobody's been pulling chips out. I'm hitting the reset button. Nothing. It's dead as a doornail. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's no change with the voltage. So anyway, that's the issue. Robin's the high bidder. The countdown started. It's $40. This is another one from Joe's. It's already met the reserve. So this is one, and that was $40. That's what Joe wanted. He said, try to get $40. And so far, it looks like Robin is going to get it. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate it. And you get Pac-Clan. Now, remember, don't worry about the billing. I'm going to send you a bill that you'll never forget. No. I'm going to send you a bill after I calculate everything you bought. We'll ship it the cheapest possible way. And on top of that, oh, wait a minute. This is the right one. I thought that was the Miss Pac-Man. Not only will we send the bill, we'll combine the shipping. You pay with PayPal, so you don't send us any information. You log in your own PayPal account and pay it, or you can call us with a credit card. But we'll do all that probably tomorrow. I'll probably get the bills out tonight. We calculate pretty quick. Good. We are now up to Trivia Whiz, a complete kit. Now, I converted a Miss Pac-Man. Terry, can you see if you can find my phone? See if it's in the back. Because I'm wondering if the pictures are on the phone. We had a cocktail Midway Omega Race that we purchased, but it had a vertical Trivia Whiz mounted in it, level edition 3. A merit game, beautiful color. It was a cocktail. But we were going to make it into, and we did, into a multicade. The thing looks gorgeous. So we took out the complete harness, but we're going to sell this really cheap. This is a kit you could throw into any cabinet because it even comes with a power supply, a screw terminal power supply. All the wires are here. The buttons for the joysticks, or not the joysticks, for the control panel. I'm afraid I'm going to spill my beer. Let me move Mr. Beer out of the way. That would be a disaster. So the board is here, intact and running fine. The full harness, when you lay this all out, you plug it into any monitor. The transformer, all you have to do is supply power to that plug. The plug is not here. That was hooked into the cabinet. So once you make your connection and plug in the monitor, you are good to go. So everything is here. Full harness and the buttons. They even label them left and right. Now, this is set up for a cocktail. You can very easily, you flip a switch on the board and make it an upright. It's a vertical, which is one of the few vertical Trivia Whizzes ever made. Most of them were horizontal. So this will go into a vertical game or a cabinet. If you want a cheap game, start the countdown. As you saw, we had a low starting bid of $25, and it looks like we'll be selling it. And we will pack that well. It'll arrive safe and sound. Cuda Sales has jumped in the lead. Thank you for finding my phone, Terry. I took a picture of the working game. I was going to try to find a picture of it. But Cuda has, Chris 50 has jumped in. He's jumped in. This is good. My goodness, I shipped this out ages ago. I just got a text. Harley is the high bid. I'll show you these pictures in a second. This is kind of neat. Let's see, 40. Yep, Harley, you're the winner, $40. Antonio from Brazil was trying to buy a Joust cocktail, and apparently it arrived safe and sound. And it looks like it's in pretty good. Not the pinball cocktail, but the upright. Let's He showed pictures of it. It looks very nice. People share me their joys, and oh gosh, he's already put it in the family room, and he's got 2 ottomans. I'll have Terry zoom in on this picture. 2 little ottomans in front of it, so you can play. Now I have a Terry. Can you zoom in on this real quick for me, honey? Now listen, in my showroom, I have a Joust cocktail. Okay. In the same cabinet. See the cabinet here? It's the same cabinet, but it has a game called Attacks in it. A working Cinematronics 2-player thriller game, like a maze-like strategy game. And we're going to put it in the next bargain basement. But you could technically convert it back to a Joust if you wanted to. But if anybody's interested in that game, it's $1,200. It's going to be in the next bargain basement for $1,200. No, I haven't had any Johnny Neros. Yeah, I have not had that. That's not turned up. Oh, Puck Chucker's here too. I have not seen. I just saw your post there, young man. Here are the flyers. Okay. Now, so anyway, we already got offer. Phil is already up to 50. You haven't even seen the flyers. You may not want them, but I did list them. Terry's going to show you the flyers next to the camera. Deadpool. These are brand new. 2-side. Oh, no, you showed 2. There. So Deadpool 2-sided. The new Stern Kiss Pinball 2-sided. Boy, if you were smart, you would have bought a Kiss back when they were new. They're worth a lot more than they were new now. There is the ball as well. That's the small Star Wars. I'm getting a bunch of them in next week. I'm supposed to get a dozen little Star Wars in. This is the Jurassic Park Pro. Okay. We're also supposed to get the new little Jurassic Parks in, too. Indiana Jones. That has very little value, according to one of my viewers. Stern. Nobody wants it. Medieval Madness. That is the remake. Okay. And then we had a video game one here. A very odd one. Street Fighter Anniversary Edition. I never had one. Never saw one. One-sided, too, those creeps. Now, look at this. A skee ball. The second one is not supposed to be there. Nothing on the other side. That's the new home release made by, they licensed skee ball's name. They call it Bringing Home the Boardwalk. So it's 8 flyers. Phil, you're the high bid. Terry's going to start the countdown. Terrence? Start the countdown. Oh, thank you. A Zarzan Cabaret. Yeah, Zarzan, unfortunately, you're going to have trouble. I don't even have any board sets, Ralph. Phil, you're the winner. Oh, wait a minute. Acid Rain stepped in. Yeah, retro. Zarzan's such a great game, too, but the harness, that's going to be a tough one. I'm trying to think. That's not on the multicade board. You'd almost be best to, put one of those 401 boards and just turn on the one game. Thank you, Acid. Acid Rain is the high bidder. Appreciate it, sir. You are good to me. We skipped a couple of auctions with the buttons. Here's these here. Oh, okay. These are buy it now. These are brand new buttons. You've all heard the story. Oh, by the way, we have 129 watching now. It's really nice. And thank you, too, for the donation. Maybe Terry and I will go out tonight to Applebee's for ice cream or something. Oh, Terry, I want to go to Applebee's. Anyway, these are brand new, and these are the nice buttons. They have a really nice feel to them. Brand new old stock. We have assorted, there's 2 lengths of old buttons. We call them the long and the short. And some games use the long, some use the short. I asked, what's his name? The bald guy. Walt, to go upstairs and find buttons. And I see what he's done. So here's what he's come up with. He's got 10 short green, 10 long green. These are a very nice dark green color. All right, he's got 10 short orange, also known as orange, 10 long yellow. Now, the orange have a nice stiff spring in them, so you slide the C-clamp off, cut the spring in half if you want to make that lighter touch. The last, there's 10. These are, they look dark, they look black, but they're actually dark green, and they will light if you put a light underneath it. So you can light the start buttons on one of your games if you want to be, fancy-pantsy. Some people do. Stringer Film said to order extra cherries, Terry, $2. I can get you cherries on your ice cream. Ooh. Terry? Anyway, we have a buy it now price. Does anybody want the 50 buttons for $60? Robin has purchased them. It's a good deal because the cheapest I found these buttons, the lowest is $199 each. So that would make 60 buttons, $120. But of course, you wouldn't buy these specific colors or so. But you can use them anytime. The buttons are good forever. Aren't they, Terracans? Our next item up for grabs is a Mortal Kombat 2 video game board. And we had a very low, it already hit, I had a $20 minimum on it. I'm going to show you what the board does. I found this next door, and I was going to dick with it, but I'm not going to. I'm just not going to do it. We just don't have time. It's not been screwed with. There are no scrapes on the board. I don't think anybody's taken the board apart. We did try pressing the chips, and obviously, we squeezed it. Let me show you what it does. And then we'll go from there. It would help to turn Mr. Game on, too. Although, was it on? No, it's on now. So you can see it loads, and you can see there's 4 red marks. It stops, but if I start the start button, it means the battery's dead. So I can bypass this, and then it starts to see the rug pattern comes up, and then it comes to this point. Let me turn the brightness down so you can see. So it sort of plays, I guess, in an offhand way. I honest to God, you can start the countdown. I honest to God don't know what's going on with it, but you can see the pictures there. So, broken leg on a chip, who knows? We did not screw with it. I just said I don't have any more time to open the boards up and see what's going on. Sinistan is back. He's got the high bid at $125, and Josh Manypenny at $140. So there, Mortal Kombat 2. Tim has jumped in at $145. This doesn't have the this doesn't have the soundboard. 1 and 2 need a soundboard, but apparently the soundboards are easy to find. Remember we had all those Mortal 2 soundboards? My God, I must have had 15 of them. They were $100 each working. We sold every single one. 160 is the high bid. Josh Manypenny. I may find more. I haven't heard a word from Joe in 5 weeks. He doesn't answer the phone. So we still have, I'm going to say about 50% of the stuff is still at his place. Josh Manypenny is now the high bidder. The countdown resets to 20 when somebody puts a bid in. This means I have time for a swig. It's no longer cold. It's just lukewarm. Thank you. Josh is the winner. I appreciate that. And Terry, I'll get you to take the Bootons in and Josh's board.
Small one.
Oh, the little one. Okay. I found next door in a box. We sold this package. We sold a package just like this before. Here's the deal. Capcom, when they came out with Street Fighter Champ, they were selling the cabinets for like $3,500, $3,600. Well, when they finished selling the cabinets, they decided to release a kit to convert your Street Fighter to Street Fighter Champ. Hence, we got another load of chips. I'm going to say this may populate maybe 6 boards, because a lot of the numbers are the same. 21A, 23A, 22A, then 23, 22, 21, 21, 22, 23. So it's actually more than that. There's 44 chips, I think. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So there's 44 chips total on this. And you know what? I had a minimum. I thought this was a buy now. It's not. Okay. So Tony Clark has a hybrid. These are EPROMs. So you could scrape the label off and program them if you want. But that's what we have. They've been untouched literally since 90. When was the kit came out? Was it 91, 99? No, 90 or 91 or 89. Firehawk, you're the high bidder. There's still 12 seconds if anybody wants to jump in. We love pizza, too. Somebody just said that. I need the wrench. Quick, crown me. Timmy and Tommy, that's right. I forgot. I called him today to wish him happy birthday. Firehawk is the winner at $70. Timmy and Tommy, my 2 twins, turned 41. And one is older than the other, too. I guess we'll let you guess who's older. But the twins did, yep. And they may come down next weekend. They have a move scheduled.
Do you want me to hold it up to the camera?
No. I'm going to literally go through them. Here's the deal. These were extremely popular at the last show. One of my customers was coming home one night, and he saw a stack of something sitting at the curb next to the trash cans. And sure enough, it was a stack of Laserdiscs. Like new, on top of that. Every one is like new. We sold the first 30 already, and we have another. They come with the wrappers. Some of them say, here's American Graffiti, letterboxed, Alien. I'm going to go through the titles just to piss some people off. Here's Backdraft, and this is on 2 discs or 2 records, but it does say letterboxed. All the new players, unlike the old ones that Dragon's Lair was in, they flip the disc. The disc doesn't move, but the laser head moves around. So there's like a 20-second delay at the end of disc 1 side, then it plays side 2 automatically. So at least they got that out. But, of course, you have to manually put the discs in. Batman Forever. The cartoon Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Oh, it'd be nice if it was Phantasm, wouldn't it? The Sister Act, a great fun film. Now, here's a classic. A deluxe widescreen presentation of Shawshank Redemption. It says here it was filmed in Vistascope. How about that? Speed. Widescreen. Species. Highlander. You thought I was going to say something nasty when I said species, didn't you? Like, what species is Frank? But I won't. The hills are most certainly alive with the sound of music. And look, there's even pictures and story and plot line. Everything you want to know.
You hate that movie, don't you?
No, the movie is wonderful. It's recorded in Todd-A-O. My name! The people that invented Todd-A-O, every single one of them is dead. Waiting to Exhale. Well, they were getting cheap. They just put them in plastic bags at this point. Widescreen version. Looks like he got only widescreens. Here's another widescreen Beverly Hills Cop. He must have had a widescreen television set. The Three Musketeers. Filthy Dancing. You liked that, didn't you? See, I can come up with stuff on the spot. I'm not some stoop. David Bowie. A whole bunch of Cat People's on this. Oh gosh, yes. Elton John's live tour. Oh gosh, there's even a price on the back. It's been discounted to $34.98. $34.98. Oh my gosh. All right. Billy Joel live at the Yankee Stadium. Elvis Presley, Aloha from Hawaii. I know it's Presley. I know. Can't have any fun. Genesis live The Way We Talk in concert. That's 2 discs, or records, like I like to say. And then 3 videos on top of that, or 4 videos. Arnold's The Terminator, the original one in widescreen. It's presented in its theatrical aspect of 1.85. Great movie. You all knew that anyway. Caddyshack. Kids love that movie. Top Gun. You know, Caddyshack has that great line with that guy with the hat. You know, what is Rodney Saintsbury? He sees it in the store, and he says, "My God, that's an ugly hat." And then he turns, and Baxter has it on his head. Ted Baxter. That's his studio name, but and he looks. It's got the same hat on him, and he says, "Oh, but on you, it looks good." Top Gun. I never heard of this one. Sean Connery, Rising Sun? I never heard of that. Wesley Snipes. Murderous high-trig intrigue in the shadow zone between American and Japanese cultures. Apollo 13. Here's a terrific, and it all look like widescreen. Total Recall, widescreen. Toy Story, Letterbox Edition. Brandon Lee. Oh, what a great movie, but so sad. Oh, my gosh. Braveheart. This is a great bunch of records so far. Glio's the high bidder. And lastly, we held the best for last. A limited collector's edition. What the heck's in this? It has a book, 6 full-color lobby cards, the original motion track soundtrack and CD. Oh, there's cards. Expanded version. Okay. Okay. A book. Look at this nice book. JM is the high bidder. Wow. Never been opened except by me. And lastly, a record. Well, the creeps opened it, but the disc is still in it. A CD. And it's stereo. Yes! All that in this deluxe. So that tops off. This is a very nice package, isn't it, Terry? And the good news is these things are not. I'll put this in first. I got that wrong. Goes in this way. The lobby cards are not folded or rolled.
Did you watch that movie before?
Yes, I saw the movie at the theater, and it was a great movie. However, I don't think I'd watch it again. Start the countdown, Terry. Start the countdown. JM, it looks like you're going to get this pack for $210. Unless somebody jumps in, because there's 15 seconds left. By the way, I'm splitting the money with the man that brought them to me. He's a real good customer, actually. He's probably watching now, Tom McCullough. And we're going to split the money. JM has jumped in at $250. There's 30 Laserdiscs. They are all like brand new. He apparently grabbed them before it rained, or not even overnight, because I don't think they would last long. And he was thrilled. He said, "Todd, are these worth anything?" I said, "Well, yes, they are. People like them." JM, you're the winner. Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. We are now up, Terry, to 140 viewers. And do you know what? We're hitting we're not even hit the, yes, here's the little one. We haven't even hit the hour mark, and we are already up to item 15. We're almost halfway through, so we're right on schedule tonight. We started pretty promptly. This is a Data East Ring King. Now, they don't make a plug that plugs into this. But Data East supplied you with this, so it would plug in to a standard Data East connector. And then we got from PCB Junkie the adapter to make it JAMA. So this is going through two jumpers. Now, so we had to get this. This is my Data East box. You will get just the Ring King board that will plug in to your Ring King. Or put it on your shelf, because I believe, Terry, we've priced this cheap, didn't we?
Right price. So.
It's the right price. So you can type in what you think you'd want to pay for it, and I will power it up. So remember, whoever guesses the price right on wins it. So if you guess the price exactly right, you will win it. Anything above, anything below it, the thing just stops. The auction stops. Did we sell the Miss Pine? We did. So far we sold everything. So in other words, if you look at your screen for those watching, it's Davin 77. Davin 77 has 65. Rob has put in 50. Acid Rain put in 10, and Hydraulic put in 0. 0 is fine. As a matter of fact, you could bid $5 or $15 if you want to be part of the free drawing. You have to have something logged in into the computer so you could be possibly picked. So we got, it looks, George says Todd is filmed in rectal scope. Well, there, you got the winner. Now notice, I want you to look carefully. Rob guessed it right on. I wanted $50. Well, this is Joe's of mine. $50 for the board. The board, by the way, I saw the cheapest I saw on eBay was $100. So I thought Ring King, I thought 50 was a good price. But two people bid higher, and they didn't win it. So now you know we run an honest auction. Don't we? That we do, don't we? We like all you watching tonight. We have fun, don't we? I hope we do. Double Aaron. That is Aaron Connolly. Aaron comes down and visits us, except today. Aaron, you got to come down and see us again, especially if you win something. We are up to, the 5 Robotrons. Oh, here they are. Well, yeah, good. They're all here. So what we have here, I'm going to show you. These are also from Fat Joe. This is untested, honest to God. We added this in it. It's a ROM board for a Defender. All Defenders are missing this chip, okay? It's a green ROM. Obviously, somebody has burned new ROMs for this, too. Or the labels broke off and they just covered them again. But this is the only board we actually didn't excuse me, test that was complete. The remaining 5 boards, this has 0 acid damage, and it's an original 1 ROM Defender. The ROM is present. The first run of Defenders had 1 ROM. The processor's not, and the RAMs are not, but you can buy the RAMs, a lot of RAMs now at one time. That's going to be item 1. Item 2, 0 battery damage. It is a new, you know what? I don't know whether this is a Defender or a newer Stargate. It's missing both ROMs and the processor, and then this chip here, which I don't think that's a 5101. I think it may be. So this is probably a Defender. Probably. Let me see if I can see. Well, anyway, this is unmolested. There's no battery damage. There's no scratches or scrapes. It will need RAMs too. We kind of think of it as a given that you have to change the RAMs on all these. This is a similar board. Now this has some battery damage, but only on the edge of the board, and it's into one of actually these two small chips. It seemed to have avoided the rest of the board. That's board 3. This board has more acid damage. There's nothing on this one either, but the socketed chips. Everything else is present. And actually has 2 rams in it. It just has 2. Why would they leave the 2 in? This last board, actually this ROM has been crushed. I'm going to take that off. I think I know what happened here. Something must have, there's no acid damage at all, but something must have dug into the board because these 3 chips and the socket are damaged. So this will need some repair. We have $40 offered for the 5 boards, including, and the 6th board too. So we also have this one too. 3 of the 5 have no acid damage, but 1 of the 3 that don't have acid damage has some damage where something must have hit the board. Could be why the board was removed from service. There's some klutz fiddling with the stuff. We have Rick is the high bidder at 70. There's 139 watching now. Yes, acid damage is tough, isn't it? PCB agrees with me. Tom is commenting about the Stern video. You will see my Godzilla LE go by on the line. That's right. Tom is thinking of getting one. I mean, Godzilla's the future. That's what they're saying about every game that comes out. It's always the future. Rick is the winner. $80. Thank you, Rick. We appreciate it. That seems to be the game everybody's going for, the LEs, but they sold out. But the premiums and the pros are all got the price raises. So the days of cheap Stern pinballs is over. It's over. Anyway, we are now up to 17. Bill acceptor. I had this at the last auction, and there was no interest. I don't know why. It comes with a power connector. This came out of a class of 81, which is wired for the power and the data already. So see, you just run power into it, 110 volts, and then you run, these 2 are for the coin switch. So depending on how you set this up, if you put $1 in, by flipping the switches on the side, you can make it 4 pulses and gives you $1, you'll get 4 games. And all you do is connect these 2 wires on your coin switch. So it's a very easy hookup. This also comes with a stacker. Okay, so the stacker is included. Oh, and we tested it, and it is working. That's the most important. It does take bills. We tested it in the class of 81. It is the AE2451. Yes, here's the price. We want to sell it for $75, and Firehawk has purchased it. Thank you, sir. I did do some research, and these sell for $1.25 to as high as like $175. And Firehawk knows that, but that's why we get you to watch, so you can pick up some good deals. Speaking of good deals, nobody bought my APB board package. Nobody wanted it. Anyway, we are up to, I have to look. Oh, we're already on. We're done with that page. Oh, yes. 10 Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Galaxian PCBs. And I'm including a box of assorted daughter boards, a whole bunch of them. So I figured somebody may be able to resurrect these. Now, let me tell you the story. These came from Joe. As a matter of fact, this one, I don't know if you know this. This is a little bit of information. Every Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Man on planet Earth has a couple pads they're little pads that are covered. They're on the circuit board, and they're usually covered with green. Sometimes they have a foil covering on them. But what you do is you scrape it off and you put a jumper on it, and you can instantly make the whole game faster. Not just so everything speeds up. Well, this person put a little toggle switch so they could make it normal, the way it was released, or fast. It's not in the manual because they didn't want anybody knowing about that little secret. And the little pad is right next to the blue bank of dip switches and the blue capacitor. Hey, Terry, why don't you zoom in because we'll show them this, because it's kind of neat. Chris, does it? You have to like my Timmy and Tommy, Chris. Do you see? I don't know. I don't think they see it, Terry. Can you zoom in a little better?
Yeah.
Do you see? So right next to that, there are little pads. You'll see them. And you can solder a little switch on, or you can just blob a solder on it, and you'll be able to play the game fast. Now, there's another set of pads on this board. I found them at one point. Right next to it, on the opposite side of this blue capacitor, over on this side, there's another set of pads. I'm almost pushing it right there, and there's nothing. It doesn't do anything. So I scraped the green covering off and put a blob on that, and nothing changed. So I don't know what that one was, but that one's your super speed. So anyway, here's what we have. We've got 10 boards, but I think pretty much they're all missing all the socketed chips. A couple of them have, there are a few chips in sockets that are still present, but most of them are missing, it seems. Let's see. This one has a few chips and sockets too. And it was Mac Harmon, Miss Pac-Man Cocktail, Auxiliary and Cable, where they're long gone. So these ended up going on Joe's pile. Actually, I'm gonna reverse them so they stack nicer. We will wrap them individually in bubble wrap before we ship them. This is the Galaxian board. Okay, it was Bob Miller's at one point, but I guess he never got it back. It does have the ROMs on the bottom and the RAMs here, but the plug-in daughter board is not here. There was 5 EPROMs that plugged into these 2, and the processor's not present. I think that was the only Galaxian. Here's another one. That was a heat sink that came off. That was not a chip or anything. So they haven't been screwed with. I'm going to show you all the boards. Then I'm going to show you all the socketed, all the auxiliary stuff. Royal Amusements pack board missing parts. So it was taken in from Royal. It's interesting. Some of the little chips are still there. I guess they never went bad. Royal will never get that board back. Here's another one here. I'm sure Royal Amusements is long bankrupt, and I'm sure they lost everything. Another one. And Rick is still the high bidder. You have another here. This one had a piece of masking tape on it, but nothing's written on it. I guess all these games became trivia whizzes. This one, Repair Tag, Wilmington Home Amusements. Oh, he dropped this off years ago. Now, Joe told me no image or game ROM, so he got the board without anything on it. I did hear that Joe, most of the time, would take a board and just get a different board ready for the customer, so he could go home with a board, and he would put it aside to work on it later. And later never happened, did it? And this one's from Game Room Warehouse. Oh gosh, the PA Game Room Warehouse. No Z80, no 6D piggyback board. It looks like somebody did change the cap on it at one point. But there's the last one. I actually, episode 2 of our reality show, which got filmed, but it never got edited, we go into Philadelphia Game Room Warehouse's barn. I have a preview showing the barn full of shit, including a stable full of broken picture tubes smashed. Oh my gosh, what a video that was. I wish we could have gotten that edited, but I don't have the footage. So it was filmed by another company. But now that's these. No, I'm going to show the last part. The last part, so it's those 10 boards, and we have a box full of auxiliary stuff. It looks like there's one complete, other than the Z80. Oh, you know what? This ribbon's undamaged. So the pins don't bend. I'm going to plug it into this. So the ribbon cable will be good. So we have 3 of these. And here's the Galaxian thing. Oh gosh, the little pins aren't bent. Actually, there's 2 Galaxians with the ROMs. At least one does. Let's see. There's a bunch of these. Unfortunately, you're going to have to put the other pin in these. So there's a lot of these. It looks like most of them are the big one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 of these longer, the bigger board. There's none of the smaller one. So I'm sorry, there's none of the smaller one. I'll start the timer. Rick, you're the high bidder. I still think there's enough parts that make the package deal worth it. And we'll ship UPS. See, this package, UPS is still cheaper. Sometimes Federal Express is, but we find UPS is pretty good. Rick, it looks like you were the winner. Thank you, sir. $140 for the 10 Pac-Mans and the auxiliaries. Gosh, are we already well past the halfway mark, aren't we, Terry? We're up to item 19, and we've only 8 minutes after 8. This may be our fastest time. We have 3 asteroids boards. Thank you.
I'll bring these back here.
Okay. Okay.
There's not enough space.
3 asteroids. All those tables?
You want the other one?
Anyway, 3 asteroids boards. Here's the deal. With the ROMs, they didn't work. That I know. Okay, this first one has 2 machine sockets up here where the chips are gone. It is missing, there's 1 RAM here with a machine socket. That RAM is gone. And the 3 EPROMs. The processors are both there. The processor here and the ROM here, actually. They're intact. And the board still has the adjustment knobs. So nobody has really been sucking stuff off the board. I guess they were trying to fix it. And they didn't get very far with the socketed chips. Now this one says on it, parts, Joe. So I don't remember, but I probably said, Joe, use this board for parts. That's what I'm going to say. I'm looking at the board. The only thing missing are those 2 chips up here in the corner. It has one of the adjustment knobs. Oh, there's a chip here. The 2 chips next to the knobs, too. And then, of course, the ROMs and processor. But these little guys that are in sockets, they're still there. So that's board number 2. Brian Lucas is the high bidder. And then the last board is missing. It has 1 EPROM, missing 3, missing the processor. Oh, and look, I guess these are hard to get. The 2 chips here at the top are cleanly sucked out. Joe had a solder station where he could take them out. This is from Wilmington Home Amusements from 2014. So that's when this was sent in for repair. Boy, we've had so many Asteroids boards come through here. Dozens of them on our sales. If you go back and look, our sales, I think, doesn't it save? No, maybe it doesn't. I don't know if any of these sales, the actual list. You know what? I think the lists are up on KLOV. I don't think they disappear. They stay up there. Brian, you're the high bidder. We're going to start the countdown timer. 3 Asteroids boards. People have to let me know if they're getting any working. I'm sure people are having good luck. Do I dance better than Paulie Abdul? Yes, Tammy does a lot of singing these days. Timmy has made a very wise thing there. The time, Brian, you won them. Thank you, sir. $100. Looks like Puck Chucker. This is going great. Yes, it is.
Right price.
The right price. You guys have got to guess what I want for this. It is a very clean dot matrix display. It works perfect. It will work in Gottlieb. Pretty much any dot matrix game from 1991, from Gilligan's Island on, until 2007, one of the last years Stern used a regular dot matrix. This will work until they went to the LED displays, which didn't use high voltage. That was, I think, in 2007. And we guarantee it works. We'll wrap it up nice. So the glass, never had a return yet. Oh, I had a fun return. I put up a Sega big display. You know that big display that goes in like Maverick and Frankenstein? Somebody paid $500 to get the color display. Or we include it in the price when we sell one of those, the color display. We're doing a Maverick now. So this was September 7th, I think. September 6th, something like back in early September. He paid $200 for it plus $20 shipping. So I wrapped it up very carefully. I stamped my honesty stamp on the back to make it says TNT Amusements. Even though we advertise the auctions on eBay as is, no refunds. There you go. Doesn't matter. eBay doesn't give a crap. So they'll still always side with the buyer, the buyer. So he got it, and he says he hooked up, it doesn't work. But when he puts his other display back in, by the way, it took him, he got the thing in, the delivery date, it was like another week later after he got it. And he says he put his old display back in, and it sort of works. He gets some dots, but nothing else. So he's convinced it's the display. We have a bad display, and I said, check your voltages. Oh, everything's fine. So I'm returning this. So he fills out. There's a box check. It says they're unhappy, not as represented or whatever. And I had to purchase a $20 return shipping label. And then he had 30 days to ship it back to me. 30 days. 30 days to return it. And I got it back, I think, on the 28th I'm returning it, so I just got it back. And I plugged it in the Maverick. It works perfect. In the meantime, I hit the button, and it sends a refund to him. And he didn't think he got enough refund. So he sent me an email that I still owe him like $15 or something. I said, well, I'm really sorry. You're not getting another cent. And the display works fine. And it did have my stamp on the back because I told him, make sure you return my display and not your bad one. I said, your power supply is probably bad. You told it wasn't. Well, I guess he checked, and like 2 hours later, I blocked him. I'm done with him. He emails me, and I want to buy that. I want to buy it back. You blocked me from bidding. I said, I'm not selling you anything else for the rest of my natural life. You're out. Oh, I really need it. I said, goodbye. Toodle-oodle. So I put it up on eBay. Toodle-oodle. And it looks like Devan77 has won my display. And it works. And I'll put my stamp on the back. Make it quick. Terry has to go to the toilet. Does this happen like on big movie sets? And, I mean, does Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise say, wait a minute, hold it, guys, I got to go to the bathroom. And then everybody stands there and waits for the action to continue. Well, we can continue because Terry has laid out for me the next items. We have 5 lamp drivers. These will fit any stern or valley pin from 77 to 84. Now, I'm going to explain them all. A couple of them are very clean and work. So this one works, and it apparently got a little bit of dripping from the battery above it down the center where there's really nothing there. Okay, this next one, I didn't show that very well, did I? So there's the board there. Okay, the next one is the one that has the most acid. This row of transistors would have to be replaced. Even though the board actually runs, eventually they won't, those things. Or you could use the transistors for another board. This board is as clean as a whistle and works. And there's a good chance that most, if not all, the lamps work. This next one was already used. Somebody's been sucking parts off of it. So this will be perfect for parts. And the last one has some transistors removed too. I'm looking to see if there's damage, whether you could just change the transistor. Yeah, you could probably move the transistors back over on them. We had a low starting bid. So one board is as clean as a whistle, and Kurt said it worked fine. A second board looks perfectly clean with a minor acid that's not on any part. So jumper wires, it's not on any. So 2 look like they'd be fine. The third one, I think you can fix. The rest of the board's clean. Well, retro... Excuse me. My goodness. Retro gaming with Hopper. That's Todd. Hi there. It's your first bid tonight, I think, unless you've been bidding. Gino, you didn't come. We ended up ordering, Gino, we ordered pizza from Don Casanova's. Yes, you can start the timer. And it was terrific, Gino. I got cheese. We each got 2 slices. I got cheese with spinach, and then one piece was not cheese, white pizza with spinach, and 1 garlic. Terry, you got a plain, and what was the other one? Tomato. So that's what you missed tonight, young man. You missed me too. Thank you. Todd has won the 5 boards for $50. Todd's bought a lot of parts pinball boards from us. I hope you've had good serve. Well, I guess you've had good luck with them, or you wouldn't be bidding, which is a good thing. Can you move these in, please? Please and thank you. So now we are up to Star Trek journals. Actually were in this folder. Now, Puck Chucker has been my lover of the Star Treks. He's been buying these. Great place to read them is on the toilet. But this front one, these are the entire 1983, and this has some really neat stuff in it. Lots of tricks on how to fix stuff. But what's even more fun are the ads. Look at this ad. Terry, can you zoom in on this ad? This one sounds fascinating, what he's offering for sale here. He's got Donkey Kong's Revenge for $84.95. The Super Deluxe Invaders Kit for $50. But here's the magical thing. Do you see right here? Brand new Asteroids Deluxe Logic Boards for $12.95. He tells you why you should buy them, because they have RAMs in them, and an AROM, and two DACs. Brand new boards. Can you imagine? They must have had tons of these boards left over. The Kong mod. like this one here offers Sega Frogger intermittent sound, Rose Seaberg service tips, Atari Centipede intermittent trackball solution revised, pole position high score retention mode, gas pedal maintenance, steering wheel lockup, intermittent gear shift, double vision. Boy, it covers a lot of that one. Bally Midway Pac-Man Plus precaution? What kind of precaution could there be? A precaution? Anyway, these are from Joe's. When installing the Z80 bus controller piggyback unit, check for clearance between the piggyback unit and the 40 ribbon socket below. To prevent shorting or clipping, clip or bend the Z80 bus controller IC pins, which are protruding on the solder side. I see. So you have to trim the edge so it doesn't dig in. So it's really fascinating. All these books have a ton of information. I used to write for this, and sometimes they gave you a cure. Oh, Bally feature lamp burnout cure. Remember the Bally games like 8-Ball Deluxe? They were running the bulbs, the feature lamps, the computer-controlled lights at full tilt. They were running them full 6.3. So their solution was to add a bridge rectifier, a regular 25 or 35 bridge, on the power module to the lamps, and that lowered the voltage just enough so they wouldn't burn out so fast. Now, of course, nowadays, you're putting an LED in, you don't have to worry. But there's some great tips in here. Sega Turbo Troubleshooting, Part 1. Cinematronics Triple Purpose Plastic Glass Cleaner. Cosmic Chasm Engineering Changes the monitor, jitter, stray lines, power problem, cooling, erratic trackball, game lockup. Good heavens, they didn't make many of them, and they have all these cure-alls. Anyway, lots of great info, lots of really fun ads. There's even ads where they're selling games at insane prices. I mean, it's so neat to get some history. Here's a new system preview for Mr. Do. Isn't that neat? So that's really neat. And so George thinks I should have gone to the moon. I don't know. Do you think I could have lasted, Terry? Do you think I could have? Captain Kirk, George, or William Shatner can run circles around me. Here's something. What is a conversion kit? If you're the one who have games that just don't earn any more money, then conversions may be for you. Conversion kits have been designed to give new life to the ever-expanding number of dead games. A conversion can be done to one of your dead games at a fraction of what it would cost to purchase a new one. And then it talks about Data East conversion kits. Start the countdown, Terry. We got 120. There are 12 issues. They're like new. They've been in this folder since new. The countdown has started. Mickey Johnson has jumped in at 130. Here's one on...
How much do I put spending limit for people?
2.
100, right?
Yeah. And Mickey Johnson is up to 150. On the service trail. Service bulletin. Discs of Tron wiring error, which can cause an overheated condition for the fluorescent light assembly 6-volt transformer. I wonder if anybody followed that. Video disc maintenance. I wonder if they spelled that word wrong. Oh, here's a brand new OEM monitor. Well, that's not cheap. $188. Troubleshooting. This is so neat. Mickey Johnson's now the high bidder. This is the kind of information you could probably put up on the news. Here's Brady Distributing. All the guys used to work at Brady. Centauri's Gyrus. A new system preview. It's a very fast Space Shoot 'em Up. Game with great graphics, fantastic sounds, and good strategy. It tells you how to take it apart. All in all, the cabinet is lightweight for easy transport, despite the high-density particle board used. Ooh, particle board. JM, you were the high bidder. Actually, $200, Terry, I think is the most any Star Trek Journal sets have sold for. But 1983, the golden years.
Can you let them know that I just updated spending limits?
Oh, Terry just updated spending limits. What this means is before the auctions, I checked, we had everybody called and registered. We don't want to approve someone to start bidding crazily for something and then find out that they're fake. We used to have that happen all the time. So what we do is everybody that just signed up from 6:31 tonight, Terry gave a basic limit for you to bid. But then until we actually verify you're a real person, a phone call, for instance, we kind of cut the bidding off. We have to do that because we had one best offer sale a long time ago now, but $5,500 of the $10,000 from the sale were all fake from the same person. Now, Jillian has her program, gives us the IP address. So that one fake bidder had opened up 3 accounts and was bidding. And it turned out it's somebody local, too. We think we know who it is. But I had all these items that didn't sell, and just wasted everybody's time. And, of course, it drove the prices to crazy levels on some items. So it was very aggravating.
They can't change their email. They have to make a new one, right?
I don't know. I don't know if you can change the email. I don't know that answer. So you can, in 30 seconds, you can set up another account and we can close your other account later.
Jillian says, isn't Jillian great?
My beautiful Jillian. There she is. Jillian.
Right now?
Jillian lost her father, I think. Jillian, how long has it been now? A month? He came when he was down here in some of the videos. We had so much fun that weekend. And and he passed away, but at least we had a lot of fun together, didn't we, Jillian? We made him laugh. And probably I made him cry, too, I'm sure. Listen, by the way, we just uploaded the Dragon's Lair Replicade video. It's our latest edited video. And I'm almost done. The new Replicade, 1942. My goal is to have it up either Monday night or Tuesday night. A brand new video with Brother Rob. He returned last week to film new footage. He just returned the one day. I'm exhausted. What is good? Yes, Jillian, there she is. It was the 13th. Was it 2 months? Oh, gosh, Friday the 13th, 2 months ago. You know what? I went to Disney World for a week. I met up with Jeff Wineland. He's the kind man that donated the 8 days at the Fantasy World Resort, which is real near Disney World. And he said he's willing to give us another 8-day vacation for someone. The people that went there, I didn't get a chance to sit up. They sent me video and pictures. They had a ball, and they were just like 3 miles or 2 miles from the gate of Walt Disney World. So they were right around the corner, and the resort has buses that take you back and forth, vans. So you can stay cheap and go right in the park. Disney World's nice to stay in the park, but they only give you one perk. If you're there, you can go into one of the amusement parks, and is it a half hour early, Terry, or an hour? And that's it.
Yeah.
It's a half hour earlier. That's it. That's the only perk of staying on the park now. You used to be able to go in an hour early and then stay an hour late, but that's disappeared. Yes, that was good, Jillian, that you were there. And it was. He had a great life. I think his life was improved when he met me. We took him to Daddy Pop's. We had fun. Anyway, we have rubbers. They're all brand new. We bought a vending company, a vendor. No. These are from Automated. Excessive rubbers they did not need anymore. They're larger sizes except these smaller ones. That's the only one that's this small. But I've priced them way below the price if you were to buy these retail. I would suggest buying these only if you have mechanical pins, because a lot of these are those big dumb ones that mechanical games use. I mean, they're big. But if you have mechanicals, these will be perfect. We have. Is this a buy? This is a buy it now price. Does anybody want this big giant bag? Rob does. Okay. Robbie owns the bag for $35. Thank you, sir. Now we're up to dump and jump, or bump and jump. Now, here's the deal. There's no markings on the board. It uses this stupid Dimbit edge connector. Now, I could plug it into a Burger Time if I had one, but I don't. So we already tried to see if the Data East one would match up. And I can't get this on because of this. So I can't even plug this in. So there's no way for me to test the board. So, Terry, did somebody already buy it?
That was weird. She never ended it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nobody. We have a reserve of $50 on it.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I know.
There was no countdown, right? I didn't do it.
No, that's why I looked at it and I didn't see.
It was a glitch. Oops.
Okay, so anyway, there was seemingly a glitch. We love glitches.
I was reading the comments.
Oh, you were reading the... Okay. You can use rubber again and again if you flip them inside out and shake the spunk out of them. I started reading that when I shouldn't have been reading that. You can take the bunk out. Ugh. Yes, Jillian is reminding everybody about Pinball Expo. All right, PCB Junkie's a high bidder. I was going to get back to this. It has some factory jumper wires on it that are intact. The board is clean. It is unmolested. And I was going to see if Crystal was present. Oh, yep, Crystal is not only present, she's laying down flat and she's strapped in. She's got a strap around her to hold her in place so she won't fall. Use my inside voice. I should be quiet. My inside voice. Game Sky is up to 110. Once again, it's untested. There's a good chance it works, but who knows? Joe was telling me a lot of vendors were dropping boards off, boxes of them. We already know a lot of them worked, and they were rather than throw them out. All right, we're going to start the countdown. Game Sky is the high bidder at 110. New Thing has jumped in at 115. This is a Bally Midway Bump and Jump, which is technically a Data East. It's got the Data East sticker on here, but it's got Bally Midway stickers on the ROMs. So it is an original board. And New Thing, I think you're going to be buying this, young man. You are. New Thing is the owner. Thank you, sir. And it is yours. Now, we are up to... Yes, and I need... I have the board, but you know what? I'm going to wander in the other room because I think I left the JAMA connector on the Miss Pac-Man board. You see, because I have the wireless macaroni phone, I can wander in here. Yes, it is. It is in the party room. Do you know we had no parties today? COVID really, really killed our party business. But it killed a lot of people's business, too. So, what are you going to do? That is the way it is. That is the way it is. Anyway, we converted, yes. We converted. As a matter of fact, we tried to sell this, I guess, a month ago at our last sale, or one sale before that, and we got no takers on it. It is a very clean Junior Pac-Man board that works perfect, as you will see. The board, now this one, they made two different kinds of Junior Pac-Mans, so you're going to get a little lesson here. The Junior Pac-Mans are on metal plates because they made the boards on a thinner material. They're not as hardy as the Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man boards. And this one is still mounted on the aluminum plate. This one was designed as a retrofit for any Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man upright or cocktail. Now, game knows it's cocktail because in the edge connector of the cocktail table, there's a jumper. And it jumps out 2 pins of the edge connector. And then the game goes, it wants me to flip the screen and the controls. So it's all done by a jumper on the edge connector. That's how it knows it. There's no dip switch. I think it's one of the few games to do that. So this would be the same way. If you put this in a cocktail, you would get the same results. Now, when we plug this in, like so, it is loading, as you see, and we have Mr. Picture. Junior Pac-Man, I personally think I like it the most because I like the scrolling of the screen. I like the levels, tons of levels, which I can't reach anyway. But I just overall like the whole picture. Oh, I think this one, I think it is on free play. Let me just see. Yes. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but very cleverly, this game does not have a static free play screen. Did you notice that? So if you put it on free play, it doesn't freeze and you don't burn out your monitor. The screen actually changes. Huh? Probably because I'm wiggling the edge connector. It looks clear here. Anyway, we have a right price on this. So somebody's going to have to guess the right price to buy this, or we're not going to sell it. So once again, this will go into any Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, upright or cocktail. It will not go into a Super Pac-Man kit. They made Super Pac-Mans that ran on a different power supply system. It didn't sell. No, but it did not reach the minimum. It did not reach the minimum. Terry's going to start the countdown timer again. So this is probably the more desirable of the two because the other version doesn't have the power supply in this corner. So this has the 5-volt power supply system. They're bidding lower. Nobody's going to win it if you bid lower.
Trying to get the right thing, but you gotta say it's higher.
Well, yeah. You can bid. I mean, you can put the lower bids in. You'll be part of our drawing at the end. But we want more than $125 for this. God, do we have any new bids? Let's see.
Yeah.
Well, Rob has bid. Marty K has jumped in. We got 8 seconds left. We have Chris 5-0 is bid. And I think it's going to sell, Terry. And it did. It sold for Rob for $145. He hit the number right on the nose. Thank you, sir. You notice that somebody bid higher. And Jillian's program gives it right away. We have a little treat. Well, it's not a treat. Nothing I do is a treat.
Can you put that in
Yes, but what we're going to do is this. I'm first going to show something. I showed this in the live video, but I need to show it again. I got this box over a month ago from Ivan Riva in Italy. He went to a lot of expense to ship this to me. I mean, a lot of money. It was $40. $40. Pounds is their money. He sent me, and I didn't know what it was. He sent me this little cafeteria. Cafe Tatira. And a box of Lavazza coffee. And it's freeze-dried because it's really hard. And I didn't know how to use it. But very kindly, 2 different people sent me a video on how to perk the coffee. I haven't done it yet. So it was really fascinating. You unscrew it. Okay. You put the water in the bottom. Of course, I'll use spring water. You put the water in here. You put this in. Then you pack the coffee in here. And then you tighten this here. Okay. And then you put it on top of your burner. In this case, it's an eye. We have a stove with an eye, electric eye. And then it'll perk. But they say you need to leave the lid open. So you'll see the stuff perking right through here, and it'll fill this. I'm told it's very strong. But I'm anxious to try it. And there's an oops, I left it on too long plug here that would blow out like a like if you were using a pressure cooker. That will pop out if the thing overloads or gets stuck, so it doesn't explode on your sofa. That'll pop out. So it's very nice. It was very kind of him to spend all that money for little old me. So I will be roasting this. Now we are ready to show you this missile command board. Now before, I brought in the missile command from the showroom and slid the board in. The board runs, sound and picture, everything's great. It has one glitch. It leaves a trail on the screen, a blue trail that you're going to see. Now this will require Terracins, that's you, to move the camera. Don't you shake your head at me, young lady, or you get spanked. So I'm going to move over here to our, I won't call it our studio, but where is that piece of wood? So I can shield it.
I'll zoom in from here.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to cover it up so you can see exactly what's going on. I'm going to turn the brightness up just a tiny bit. So, this is what you'll get. You will get a missile command. And do you see it's leaving these trails? It seems it's the fighter ship. It's like it's gas trails. It's so odd. So, and you see my trackball leaves a trail. Do you see that? So the sound works fine. Let me turn the volume up. Where's the volume? I didn't turn it up enough. So anyway, there's the problem. So obviously it's a chip, but it's sort of like an Etch-a-Sketch. So I could actually draw pictures. They're going to blow up all my ships. Anyway, there it is. That's what it's doing. So, anyway, we have this available. This was the... did we have 2 separate auctions, Terry? Is this the... This is the working board, yes. So PCB Junkie is the high bidder. Actually, let me get the board out. I'll show you the board is very clean. And see, isn't this nice to be off camera? You can still hear me. You can't see me. So this will be the board you're bidding on. This is the newer board that doesn't have all the EPROMs. It just has the 6 EPROMs rather than the 3 voltage fully populated board like the other we've had in the past. So that's what we have here. And let's see. So PCB Junkie, he's the high bidder. He's in Canada. Canada. Yeah, we went past the Canada Pavilion this year. We didn't get in it this year, but we did. We watched the fireworks from Canada, though. The new fireworks show, which we liked. PCB, you're the winner. Thank you, sir. Interestingly enough, the new show at Magic Kingdom wasn't much good. I was very disappointed, actually. It was pretty awful. 50-year anniversary is supposed to have a special. They didn't have any footage of Walt Disney or anything. It's just a very lackluster show. But we have cheap. We have a cheap starting bid on this of $20. We have 10 poker boards. These are for Dodge City, and it's both styles. The old style and the new style. There's lots of socketed chips that are intact on the board. Okay? Lots of processors. I would think would make it worthwhile. I'm trying to see the letters on them. But anyway, so there's 10 of them. Here's board 1. They're unhacked on the other side. Poker was big in Philadelphia. Dodge City was legal. And that's why these boards existed. These were modified Trivia Whiz boards. And Merritt sold hundreds of them. This one here came in from Spados, told it was very bad, whatever that means. The game is paying out way too much. Ooh, way too much. You see, there's a battery on the board, and if the battery goes dead, the game doesn't retain any knowledge of how much it's paid out. So you have to keep the battery on this thing current. That was the key. This one's just marked not working. Well, Chris 50 has hit the reserve mark. Once again, there's a lot of good socketed chips in the board that you will get with it. Here's another. This is the smaller one, by the way. They made it much more compact because there was a lot of room on the board that ran. The Trivia used to have a circuit board across it. And they didn't need all that information, so when they made another run, this is what they made. Intermittent reset and power up. So that was the message on this one. Now these don't have some of the processors. Some of them are there. Here's another. So we have Harley is up to $25. Terry has already started the countdown. This is just marked Kurt. So a Kurt dropped this board off for repair. That has those big giant chips in it, but the other chips are not there. Here's another one. So a plethora of parts. And then the last one, looks like Harley won. The last one actually still has a label on it, Dodge. The sticker, Dodge City. Reprogrammed 209. He replaced the C26, and the bill was $75. And I guess he never came and picked up the board. That creep. That was creepy, wasn't it? Okay, we are up to another purchase. We have a 19-inch monitor, a Wells Garner 4600. Chassis is very clean. The chassis works perfect. It came out of that Junior Pac-Man that we just sold the board out of. Now, the deal is this. The picture tube has burn-in, Junior Pac-Man burn-in. But it still works great, as you'll see. Picture's still clear. I am not packing this up and shipping this. So if you bid on this, I'm not shipping the whole monitor. I will ship the chassis. I will take the chassis out. Okay, the boards, the high voltage unit, everything will pack and send the chassis to you. But if you want the picture tube, you better be close. This will drop right into any Pac-Man game because the burn-in will match up, even with a Miss Pac-Man. So this will be ideal. And it's a working one with a nice clear picture, and the colors are bright. If you put some black out on the front, nobody will notice, probably. So, you are bidding on a whole complete monitor if you can come and pick it up. But if you win the bid, I am not packing the monitor. I'm not putting it in the box and worrying about the neck breaking and all that nonsense. But we'll take Mr. Chassis out and ship you the chassis. Does everybody follow that? I think they do. Why bother with the countdown? The make a bid box is gone. Who's in a big hurry? Well, no, the make a big. Actually, Terry, is this is a buy it now or a? No, it's a. You didn't. It's a buy it. Okay, this is a buy it now. That's why. So this is going to be buy now. But before we show you the figure, let me make sure you're satisfied with the picture. Isn't that correct, Terracans? All right, now, let me plug this in. We're running this through a a machine that emulates electricity. It throws a picture on Mr. Screen. Here we go. Okay. Now, where is my card? Okay, here's the picture. It's very clear. The colors are bright. You can see there's fade. There's actually, you see the words Junior Pac-Man there. But we're using a box that puts this test pattern up. So people can get an idea, what the picture looks like. You can see the burn-in there. So if you can deal with the burn-in, and if you're putting it in a Pac-Man or into some piece of junk that you're trying to sell on Marketplace, this is the machine for you. So, Terry, put the price up. Let's see if anybody will give me $125. Good, it's sold. Now, who bought it? Because Joe K, are you? You can comment in the comments. Are you going to pick it up? I don't know where you live. See that? That's what we don't know. Well, a working monitor would. And if you need a chassis and don't need the tube, then you're okay. So just as long as Joe, I won't know because I won't be able to get in to the program. We're up to item 28. Now remember, you got to stay with us because we're going to give away the picture and the bottle. My own bottle. It's going to be free, whoever sticks around. Okay, we are up to the Guns N' Roses ramp. Nobody wanted this on the last show, and I just don't understand, Terry. I'm mystified. Do I act mystified, Terry? Joe, in New York. Okay, do you want to come down and visit us, Joe? Oh, Joe's in New York. So, Joe, if you come down... Just the chassis, okay. I was going to say, Joe, you could come down and pick it up, and if you come in the morning, go to Daddy Pop's. You come in the evening, we'll go to Applebee's. Anyway, look, this is a brand new, old stock Guns N' Roses G ramp, also known as the snake ramp on the left side. It's new old stock. It has some storage scratches on it, but when it's installed, the top part of it looks perfect. So this would look great in your game if yours is broken or such. This is a buy it now, right? We have this priced. Now listen, before you hit the buy now, this is priced lower than any. They sold the price already, Terry. Go ahead, put the price up. It's the cheapest one anywhere. And Devan has bought it. He's bought it. Thank you, sir. You won't find it cheaper. The cheapest place I found this was $100, and I'm cheaper than them. And I actually sold Marco's Specialties a shitload of these when I bought that package. Marco bought a lot of ramps for me. It wasn't recent. Don't worry. If I had known what was going on with pricing, I wouldn't have done it, but it did. And I kept a few. And Fuzzy Castle has said the G ramp goes on the G ramp, and they couldn't find the right spot. You like my dress jorts, don't you? Don't I look nice? Okay. We are now up to the midway boards. I found these today. I went next door, and I actually thought they were two super high impact boards. They're not. They're Terminator because they look almost the same. God. No, they're not. They were using the same. This is fascinating. It looks like the boards are the same if they put the right parts in the boards. So these boards are the same, but they're populated slightly differently. So they reused the Terminator board to make the stupid high impact boards. This Terminator was copyright 1991. Oh no, super high impact, same year. So here's what you're getting. They're unmolested Terminator 2 board. That's the board. There's some jumpers on the back that are definitely not factory, but they're the tiny wires, so professional put them on. And this is what the Terminator board does. When the battery goes dead, it defaults into a gun setting where you have to center the guns. So you have to physically put the guns in correctly. Let me see if it's loading. Let me turn the brightness up. So on this game, see now, look at Terry. You know what? These boards don't like me at all. But let me hit here. There we go. I had it up earlier. It's being very... All right, I put the reset button. This board knows I'm trying to sell it. Darn it. I just pushed all the chips in. Well, I got it to come up on the screen that you have to align the guns, but there was graphics missing. Wait a minute. This is super high impact. It's not Terminator. So it's super high impact. So when I hit the reset button, it comes up with that. So this is super high impact. Now, they look alike. Give me a break. Okay, Terminator. That's better. See, it has that garbage on it. Now, do you see in the center, it shows that there's some ROMs. They're either not reading, see now. You know, I didn't look at a picture online. Actually, I should have done that because, come on. Let me look at a picture real quick so we make sure we don't misguide you here. Terminator 2 PCB. Because I did that earlier with another board, the Ring King. And one chip's not on the board, but it doesn't use it. All the boards that were being sold doesn't use it. Let me see. No, we're good. Okay. Okay, I'm looking now at a picture online, and these 4 chips are not on the Terminator board. So I thought maybe that's what our problem was. Now, if I hit the buttons here, I get some action where it's saying it wants me to calibrate the guns. Okay, so there's issues here. So now Terminator boards are very hard to find. The biggest issue is a lot of them got wet. I remember we had, because the board was mounted sideways near the bottom of the machine, the game would get 6 inches of water and the bottom of the board would get wet. There's nothing missing from the board. So we have 2 boards. We have this board that comes up. The board is running, but there's issues. Terminator 2. And then we have the stupid high impact board that flashes stupid high impact, and then it goes off. Now, somebody said this is the same board as Smash Television. So it's a ROM change. Anyway, start the bidding, Terry. It doesn't look like there's a lot of interest. Or the countdown, actually. Nick H is up to 75, and we have 15 seconds to go. So we still have our 144 watching. And remember, this is the I think, do we have one more where you can make a? No, I don't think there's any more. Everybody's bid. That's it. Nick has won the boards for 75, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Nick, thank you. You got the 2 boards. I think that's a great deal. I hope you get one or both working. We are almost done. Now listen carefully. You should make some bids. This is a reserve. If you don't think you're going to be bidding on anything else tonight, you should put in some low bids that aren't $75, and you'll be entered into the contest automatically with Jillian's program. So you could just punch that in. Good. Well, we're already up to the reserve. I haven't even gotten the board. But, Terry, where is that board? Sweetie?
What?
Where's the Crystal Castle board?
I don't know. That's what I couldn't find. It's on the bottom shelf. They look there.
It was. I do not see it, Terry. All right, let me go and see if it somehow got confused with another board. I don't see the Crystal Castles. I'm going to go in the other room. Terry, why don't you... well, yeah, we have 2 things left, I think. Terry, why don't you do a song and dance or something? Keep people entertained. I'm just going to check and make sure it didn't get carted off. Here it is, Terry. I'll kill you later. You put it on the sold shelf. That's right. You give me your little pouty face. Look, 31.
That's 13.
See, 31. A lesser man would break down. Oh, Terry!
You're rapping.
Terry!
You're rapping.
You, Terry! I didn't think you knew what that meant. Terrence. Whenever I'm angry at her, I say Terrence.
I turned this off.
You did. You turn your mic off. Say that'll teach you a lesson. Okay. I found this next door in the pile with Joe's stuff. There's no tester. I have no way to test a Crystal Castles unless I had a Crystal Castles. The crystal is intact. She's right there. Now, she's cockeyed. She's cockeyed. She probably had like 2 or 3 too many. So but she's present and she's solid. There is a chance, a good chance the board works. I just don't know. The board is clean as a whistle. So you're taking a chance, unfortunately. Oh, I see Tim. Tim is the high bidder, 230. Tim, you've had good luck with our boards, haven't you? I know you've had a few stinkers, probably. But for the most part, nobody's been hacking away at these. I hate it when somebody gets in there with a soldering gun and starts to unsolder sockets. Lenny, do you not agree? And Lenny, it's Terry with a Y, not an I. Lenny, Daddy Pops tomorrow? Anyway, Dance Monkey. Yeah, she could have done Dance Monkey, Terry. You could have while we had that little intermission. Anyway, start the countdown on item 31. We only have one more thing. And then we're done. The countdown is going on. 7 seconds. 6, 5. Oh, Tim's jumped in. He started the count over. 2:45. A clean as a whistle, unhacked, nothing missing. I didn't hold it up, but I do that just to make sure. Yeah, nothing's missing. Nothing's burned. The edge connector's clean as a whistle. The countdown is almost over. PCB is the high bidder. 6 seconds left. Robin, you got to get the sauce, baby. The winner is there. And PCB Junkie, and I thank you very much. I appreciate purchase. I really do. We are up to the last item of the night before our free giveaway. Please stay on. We're down to 137. We lost 4 people. They didn't want to stay around for my hot wax or my hot sauce.
Hot wax. What the hell?
My hot wax. My hot wax. No, Lanny, we're not getting new machines in tomorrow. We are actually getting a beautiful Stargate pinball. We're getting a multicade and a shuffle alley we sold years ago. They're coming back. We just got in a beautiful Buck Rogers we had restored in a Star Trek Bally. Star Trek we restored. He traded him and he said he got him rebuilt, put him in, and he decided he wants to go with new. So he traded them both in when his game room's finished. He said he never even played them. The rubbers look like new. So, but we have to do a couple updates to them. We have to add Timmy's shooter ramp. So we're going to put that in. Anyway, let me show you the last board. I have that over here. A lot of you, if you watched our earlier video this week, I listed a boat-ass load of APB boards. Only 11 boards, only to be shot down and insulted by not even a single bite. Not one person was interested in my shitty boards. So, this is not the one in the auction. I had a couple working APB boards. One of the working boards is in the group of 11 boards. This is another one that we tested. It's the top board. Now, here's what I found out. Some people watching the video told me that the top boards can be used in any of the System 1 games. Paperboy 720, Championship Sprint with 2 wheels, and Super Sprint with 3 wheels, and APB, and finally 720. So you can use this in any, but you'd have to change the EPROMs. Okay? The bottom boards of APB are only good for APB in 720 because the boards in the other games are different. There's less stuff on them, believe it or not. So 720 and APB have more video chips on the bottom board. So I have that package deal for $1,200, okay, of 11 boards. You can see the video. But I'll drop the price another $100 to $1,100 if any of you want it, plus the shipping. So that's another idea. But right now, we have $175 offered by Mr. Tim on this clean, working perfect, no screw-ups APB board. So it steers, everything works great. On the package deal, we have one working board. It works perfect. We have another one that doesn't steer correctly. That's in that package deal. If any of you have money kicking about and want to buy the big package. Jeffrey is now the high bidder at 180. This is our last item of the night, and then our freebie giveaway will be coming up. Oh, this game is upset because there's no signal. We've already started the countdown. Terry, as you can see, has started the countdown. I'm going to turn the brightness down and turn off the set. So here it goes. Tim is now, Tim, you've won. Thank you, Tim. 185 on the clean APB board that I see for a lot more money elsewhere. Once again, bargains a go-go. There's 134 people. I'm hoping all 134 are on the countdown list. Let me show you what we're giving away. We have finished in record time. We started at 7 on the dot. It's 9:11. We've never ended this soon. We have, Terry, can you zoom in on this? Or actually pick the bottle up and get close. This is so neat. Or you can zoom in if she's exhausted. Billy Mitchell gave me a case of these. These are hot sauce. I have not. I have not opened any yet. Okay? So he made the labels. There's Billy on the side. Very graciously, he gave me a case. And he said, do what I would like to do with them. So I'm offering one here tonight free to anybody. How come the thing says an offer?
What?
It says $10 offer from Robin.
It's at 0.
Oh, it's a 0.
For this. For the giveaway. So if they haven't offered anything yet, you can do it now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you haven't bid anything, you're not going to have to pay anything now. You could put bids in, but if you've already bid, don't worry about it because you're in the program. Now, we're also going to include with this. Now, I'll sign the bottle if you want. On the label, I could sign. I have some fine point Sharpies, or the bottle if you want. But I'll also give you this, and I'd be happy to sign this too. So if any of you would like your very own picture of me on your wall, and I can also insult you, or I can make it nice. I can say something like, Lenny, you're a good lad. Or I could say, Lenny, you're a real ass. Whatever you want. Right, Lenny? I can get away with murder. I can, can't I? Anyway. Jillian, you will get one. You don't have to go in the contest, Jillian. You'll get one. Okay. Because of course, I have to give Jillian one because she wrote the program. And Jillian was able to sell the program to someone. It's working great for us now, as you can see. Jillian's offered $2,010. Well, you see, that just gets her in the bidding. Now, Jillian, if you win, I'm going to spin the dial again because I'm going to give you a bottle anyway. Okay? I reserved a bottle for you. So, Terry, can you set the machine up? Now, once again, you're going to see people's names flying by on the screen. Here we go. All right. Okay, you don't see it yet. It's about to come in. She's okay, you're going to see it in a second. And you're going to see your name at some point. We're going to let it run for a bit. Okay, so start it. So these are all the people that put in bids tonight. Okay? And it only puts your name up once. So even if you put, I'm waiting to see, did anybody see it repeat? I was looking, I saw Princess Jillian. Okay. So it's going around the dial once. Now, when you hit the start, Jillian just removed herself. Okay, Encore's Arcade. Good. I hope you can sell the program. So she'll sell it to you. Okay. So any of these people you see will win the bottle and the picture. I had the picture closed. Actually, you're just seeing the numbers. Okay, Terry, can you program it to slow down and stop? Chuck. Puck Chucker. Oh my God. Chuck. You won the hot sauce, baby. And the color picture of me. You see him a lot in our videos. It's really fun, isn't it? What are the chances? My God. Anyway, you've won. Well, we'll do another one. Maybe I'll do another bottle in 2 weeks. But you know, the auction, the next best offer sales in 2 weeks. Now, we're going to calculate your money that you put in. Okay. All the things you bid, we'll pack them. And we'll send you a price. So you don't have to contact me. We'll email you the invoice, and you can PayPal me, or you can call tomorrow with a credit card if you don't use PayPal. PayPal's so easy. It just makes it so easy. And everything will be shipped starting tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday. We should be able to ship everything by Wednesday. So it shouldn't be a problem. So a couple last things to cover, and then we're done. I wanted to show you when we went to Disney World, we had this, they have this new camera system. If you buy, before you fly down there, if you buy for $169, it's called the Photo Pass. They take pictures of you on every ride. The machine, because of your bracelet, knows you're on the ride and takes the picture for you. You get them all free, and anytime you see somebody in the park, they take your picture. Well, we went to Star Wars Land, which was frigging terrific. Beyond terrific. The best stuff. It was amazing. They had something called a zoom camera. Terry, there's a still zoom. Can you find the thing that says zoom still? Here's the picture of zoom still. Okay, she's going to put... Now, look at this picture. And that's... See us there? That's us getting ready for the zoom picture to be taken. The people to the right, see the people to the right? They are waiting to get their picture taken. So they're waiting. Now, what is it?
It's 10.
I'll have to talk later.
Yeah, he says he'll talk later.
What? We're on. What does he want us to talk about?
About the hot sauce.
Oh, okay. Now, Terry is now going to set up the next one, which is the zoom. Now, watch what happens. This is worth the wait, guys. This is what happens in Star Wars Land with the special new camera. Watch carefully. See how far off we are there? Now, it's playing music, too. Terry, do you have the music on? Okay. Isn't that neat? It's on a loop, so it'll play it again. So you can see that lady crossing her arms. Isn't that sharp? And look, they even added the ships taking off on the top right. I think that's like the neatest thing of all time. We have one other to show you. The Magic Kingdom still. Here's the Magic Kingdom. Now, I want you to see if you can figure out where we are. Terry, can you use your arrow and point where we are? Does it show on their screen? Oh, it doesn't. We're in the middle right. You can see the four of us standing there. The four people are Terry, me, Tammy, and Tammy's girlfriend, V. That's the four of us went to, and we're in the lower right corner. In the middle about. There's four of us. Now, here is the video of the same picture. Okay, she's going to set this up. All right, you have to, here we go. Isn't that neat? And we're at the churro stand. Oh, see, now we're zooming, and that's where we are. Isn't that absolutely sharp? We were so impressed. It was just such a good thing. Look at the park. Isn't it beautiful? Now, that's the park. That's what it looked like that day. And guess what? There was like nobody there. Do you know why there wasn't anybody there? It says Timmy was trying to make this more fun. Terry wasn't happy. Uh-oh. I can't hear the phone from over there. I'm sorry, Timmy.
I couldn't hear what you wanted me to do.
Oh, okay. She was trying to figure it out. But there you go. So Star Wars Land, here we come.
Animal Kingdom.
No, the Animal Kingdom we only have the still of. I couldn't find the video.
About
Well, this is a still picture. This wasn't a zoom. This was some goofy picture. I'll show you there. We stood there and held our hands out, and there was no movement to the picture. I didn't see any. But that's actually the sphere and the real sky, and us standing there, and the cameras were looking up. It was the oddest picture. Very odd. And that was at the Epcot. The Animal Kingdom video, I don't know what happened to it. I didn't find it. But I thought you might like to see that. If you go to Disney World, you might have some fun. Do you want to call back, Timmy? You can call back, baby. No, I'm not saying bags. I'm ready to say bags. Timmy, you could have come up for your birthday. We would have wished you happy birthday. I think everybody's tired and everybody's antsy. So, Timmy, you're going to have to come up here 2 weeks from now and join us. Yeah, Cinema Massacre was here. They did a really nice video. Thank you for watching tonight, guys. Oh, listen, the next show, can you just show the slide real quick for next, in 2 weeks, we're doing this sale here, okay? November 7th is the day. That'll be our last sale. Probably, we may not have any more before Christmas because, see, we'll be in between shows. We'll have just come back from the Pinball Expo in Chicago. That is the 27th of October until Halloween. And then 3 weeks later, we'll be up at Sturbridge, Massachusetts for the Pintastic show. We're going to be giving the same seminar at both shows. Are we ready for the end credits? Look, Tim, you're still up there with your $12,000 bid. I expect that check in the mail. Thanks for watching, folks. That's not the end credit, Terry. Oh, okay, it does? Oh, you have to turn off this slide then. Yeah. And then thanks again for watching, guys. And we hope you will be back to see us again real soon. Good night.